speed with bows and crossbows, although the Master Archer talent eliminates this penalty for the heavy class of armor. Weighty armor also tends to cause more fatigue, which is a percentage increase in the mana or stamina cost to activate a spell or talent. Let him do it. Alistair light the beacon.
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
What a horrible man. We have to kill him. Grey Wardens possess the right of conscription. Morgan!
Your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
What happened to the Darkspawn?
You were injured, and then Mother rescued you. Do you not remember?
She rescued me, you mean from the tower?
Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
As he shouldn't. This is horrible.
Of that I have no doubt. Your friend has been inconsolable since Mother told him the news. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
I have some questions if you don't mind.
I do not mind. Take your time.
Why did your mother save us?
I wonder at that myself. But she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
No one does good deeds for free. Hell, what royal blood? Much, much higher.
What a sensible attitude. Mother is seldom sensible, however.
How did she manage to save us exactly?
She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you.
Are there any survivors beside? What about the guys with the that we equipped?
Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now.
Why? What's happening?
Are you sure you want me to describe it?
Yes. I wouldn't have asked if I didn't.
I had a good view of the battlefield. 'Tis a grisly scene. There are bodies everywhere, and darkspawn swarm them, feeding, I think. They also look for survivors and drag them back down beneath the ground. I cannot say why.
Why did Terran Logain abandon the king?
I do not know who this Logain even is. Perhaps ask Mother of it.
Are we safe? Where are we safe here? Where are the darkspawn?
We are safe, for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it. I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
Leveled codex though. So much to read right now. Okay. Sir Catherine. Some of us know what honor and loyalty are. Catherine came to Logain's service the heart. Is this the one who tried to talk against him, I think? Well, who was shocked? Let me see. Who he told to tell everyone to retreat. Catherine came to Logain's service the hard way. She belonged to a poor family and was out doing work on the farm when she saw a man on horseback being attacked by several bandits. She rushed to his assistance and found out lately that the man she saved was none other than the great hero Logain. Though she was hardly more than a child, he took her in, offering her a position with his soldiers, and she climbed through the ranks through sheer determination. Becoming the commander of Maris Shields, Logain's elite soldier, was the proudest moment of her life. King. He fell in battle alongside Duncan at Astegard. Ugh. I do like that when it upstates, it does a space. Next, Duncan. I think I read. Oh yeah. He was killed in battle against overwhelming numbers of darkspawn at Astegard alongside King Callian. During the battle at Astegard, he fled with Logain MacTyr. During the battle of Astegard, he fled the field, leaving King Callian and the Grey Wardens to die. What was this? Oh, heavy armor. What a prick! Level up. Dex. Con. Oh. Cunning. Improved coercion. Now, do we want rogue or duel? You only have one. Lashes out with a flurry of 3 blows, dealing, but it's 3. What's the next one? Below the belt. Save. Chest.
As you
Another
wish.
chest. Are you gonna be mad? Ah, it sucks. Save. How mad is she gonna be if we do this stealing?
You must speak to Mother, then be gone. You have an army of darkspawn to avoid, and 'twould be best to get an early start.
Were my injuries severe?
Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
Why does she want to see me?
I do not know. She rarely tells me her plans.
Thank you for helping me, Morgan.
You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer.
I will go then.
I will stay and make something to eat.
I would like the key to that chest. Oh, I can imagine Alistair right now. Duncan got us out from the dwarves.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
It takes more than a few darkspawn to kill me.
Duncan's dead. The Grey Wardens. Even the King. They're all dead. Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right.
Flemeth.
You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
Mm-hmm. If you're Flemeth, you must be very old and powerful.
Must I? Age and power are relative. It depends on who is asking. Compared to you, yes, on both counts.
Then why didn't you save Duncan? He was our leader.
I am sorry for your Duncan, but your grief must come later. In the dark shadows before you take vengeance, as my mother once said. Duty must come now. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
The land is hardly united thanks to Logain.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would he do it?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The archdemon.
What could the Terran hope to gain by betraying the key?
The throne? He's the Queen's father. Still, I can't see how he'll get away with murder.
You speak as if he would be the first king to gain his throne that way. Grow up, boy.
If Al-Eamon knew what he did, he would never stand for it. The Landsmeet would never stand for it. There would be civil war.
Al-Eamon, is this someone important?
I suppose. Al-Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, We could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Keep in mind that there's something. It sounds like a plan. I don't know about accident.
Such determination. How intriguing.
I still don't know if Arl-Eamon's help would be enough. He can't defeat the Darkspawn Horde by himself.
We need the rest of the Grey Wardens.
I don't know how to contact them, or if they're even on their way. We need to do something now.
You have more at your disposal than you think.
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl-Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Isn't it what Grey Wardens do? But I doubt it will be as easy as that.
And when is it ever?
It's always been the Grey Warden's duty to stand against a blight. And right now, we're the Grey Wardens.
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
Don't suppose you could offer any more help?
Now that you mention it, I do have one more thing to offer.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
I think that's an excellent. Well, thank you, but if we don't want people who don't want to be here. But if Morgan doesn't want to join
Her
us,
magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the Horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
was this your idea all along?
Pardon me, but I had the impression that you two needed assistance, whatever the form.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
Leon and Gil.
I understand.
And you, Wardens. Do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
I understand.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
Before you speak your mind.
You will regret saying that.
Dear, sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
Need all the help we can get.
I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval.
I actually have some questions.
I may have answers. Ask.
What skills do you have exactly?
I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
Never mind him, we don't have to cook.
You missed your chance. Now it's charred rabbit from here on out.
Are you really Flemit's daughter?
'Twas she who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes?
I'm just wondering her age.
She would no more tell me than you, I assure you.
Tell me about the village in the north.
'Tis a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your Imperial Highway where travelers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch?
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
How are we going to get past the dark
The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us.
I don't sense any dark
You
spawn.
won't right away. No. It takes time. We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always
I wonder if
detect
that's why
us.
they came out the room.
Mother has given
and
me
we're on the
something
tower.
else for them to smell instead as we pass by. 'Tis important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in.
The dark spawn are camped further in the forest?
They come from underground, like an eruption.
You've seen
They
that.
broke through deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated.
Have you never been? She just told us she's been
From
a
time to
Lotharian.
time, I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
Is that what you want?
What I want is to see mountains. I wish to witness the ocean and step into its waters. I want to experience a city rather than see it in my mind. So, yes, this is what I want. Actually, leaving is harder than I thought, however. Perhaps Mother is right. It must simply be done quickly.
I have no more questions.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Approval, Morgan. There's a lot going on. A lot going on. Okay, before anything, let's read this codex. Flemeth. Ooh. Okay. Which one is Flemeth, actually? This one. Oh, there's a border. You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Ages ago, legend says, Ban Canabar took a wife, a beautiful young woman who harbored a secret talent for magic, Flemeth of Highever, and for a time they lived happily until the arrival of a young poet, Osin, who captured the lady's heart with his verse. They turned to the Chisin tribes for help and hid from Canabar's wrath in the woods, until word came to them that Canabar lay dying. His last wish was to see Flemeth's face one more time. Wait, hold on. Canabar took a wife, Flemeth. And then Osin... Wait, then she went to... Wait, okay. They said Ben Cannibal took a wife, a beautiful young woman who harbored a secret talent for magic. Oh, she fell for oaths by Ossen. He turns to the Chiz and tries for help. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. Escaping Cannibal. And he wanted to see Flemeth one more time. The lovers reunited, but it was a trap. Cannibal killed Osen and imprisoned Flemeth in the highest tower of the castle. In grief and rage, Flemeth worked a spell to summon a spirit into this world to wreak vengeance upon her husband. Vengeance she received, but not as she planned. The spirit took possession of her, turning Flemeth into an abomination, a twisted, maddened creature. She slaughtered Cannibal and all his men and fled back into the wilds. For 100 years, Flemeth plotted, stealing men from the Chizen to sire monstrous daughters. Horrific things that could kill a man with fear. These Kakari witches led an army of Chizen from the wilds to strike at the Amari tribes. They were defeated by the hero Carmack, and all the witches burned, so they say. But even now, the wildest whispered that Flemeth lives on in the marsh, and she and her daughter steal those men who come too near. Margaret's mother saved the last Grey Warden from death at the top of the Tower of Ashel, but just who or what Flemeth truly is a mystery. Interesting story, because technically, who's the real bad guy? She cheated and left with a traveling poet. He lied and said he was dying to kill the poet and imprison his wife. Technically, Flem is still in the wrong, no matter how you look at it. Unless we find out something different, she's in the wrong. Alistair. His mother was a serving girl who died when Alistair was very young. He was raised by Eamon Gavirin, Earl of Redcliffe, for a while. Earl Eamon Garin. Nobility does not exist without obligation. We owe all we have, even our lives, to our land and our people. As the maternal uncle of King Callan, Earl Eamon is one of the king's most trusted advisors. Redcliffe, while not a large or especially wealthy part of Ferelden, is a critical strategic location. The fortress guards the western pass that leads to Arlaise, as well as the major trade route with Arzamar, a well-respected man, though not the most charismatic. King Kellyan once said to him, "My Uncle Eamon is a man everyone thinks well of when they remember to think of him at all." Morgan. Her mother claims to be Flemeth. If that's true, the Morgan might well be a very powerful witch, for the tales of the daughters of Flemeth tell of twisted, monstrous women who can kill a man with fear. She was made to accompany the surviving Grey Wardens, the payment Flemeth said for saving their lives at the Tower of Ishel. Okay, what's the quest? The Blight. Broken Circle. Gather the mages of the Circle for your army. The Circle of Magi is a group of powerful mages. If you can enlist their help, they will prove formidable against the Darkspawn. The Circle Tower is situated on Lake Calland. Nature of the Beast. Gain the cooperation of the Delish clans. The wandering Delish elves is brought together as a force to be reckoned with. While they remain suspicious of outsiders, they may still honor the old Grey Warden treaties. Go to the Delish elves and seek their help to fight the Blight. Paragon. Gain Arzamar's aid in battling the Blight. Ugh. You need to travel deep underground to the fabled dwarven city of Arzamar to earn the trust of her king and dwarven troops for your army. We just left there. We're saving that for last. We could see our sister again. Seek out Earl Eamon. Alistair thinks that you should seek the help of Eamon Garin and the Earl of Redcliffe. Earl Eamon is the highly respected noble and has a great deal of influence in the Landsmeet. Alistair believes that he will certainly aid you once he learns about Loghain's betrayal. Can we go back in the house? Oh, let's look at Morgan really quick. Valerium. Let's go. What do I? Okay. It's a lot. Skills. Spells. Shapes shifting. Can transform into a giant spider, gaining a large bonus to nature resistance as well as the spider's web and poison spit abilities. Caster's spell power determines how powerful the form is. With Master Shapeshifter, the mage becomes a corrupted spider, growing still stronger and gaining the Overwhelm ability. You're all over the place. Spirit, Mind Blast, telekinetic forces that stun enemies caught in the spear. Entropy, a hex. So it's a hex that inflicts penalties to cold resistance, electricity, fire, nature, and spirit resistance. Disorient, engages in subtle mental manipulation that disorients the target for a short time, making the target a less effective combatant. That's cool. Horror, forces the target to cower in fear, unable to move unless it passes a mental resistance check. Targets are already asleep when the spell is cast, cannot resist the effect, and take massive spirit damage. Drain life. Creates a sinister bomb with the target draining his life energy in order to heal the caster. All over the place. All over the place. Lightning, winter's grass. Frost weapons. What's the... Legit all over the place. I'm not what is weakness? And what is the spirit one? Spell shield. Shapeshifter. What does Master Shapeshifter does actually? Allowing the cat to become a berserk in it and corrupt the spider, both considerably more powerful than their base forms. Gains overwhelmed. Swarm shaped dreams held from foes. When the main swarm inflicts damage. Oh. Let's move this. So much going on. I feel like I may do lightning. She may. No, what kind of. Let's do the stuff she has that I most likely won't use. Disorient, I like. Shape shifting, drain life, disorient, which is then horror. Vulnerability, actually. Mind blast. Drain life, disorient, horror. She really is all over the place though. Next, skills. You have herbalist, combat training. Alright. Roll. What's Enchanter's Footing? Interesting. Leather boots. Accessories. Weapons. Did we get our stuff back? And we did not, which sucks. Oh, that freaking. Oh, wait. Well, we did. Man. Still a gray iron. Fine. Potnarium. I don't understand why we can't. There we go. Chalice, health. I guess we don't have a lesser. Tactics. Drain life. Interesting. Custom 1. What's damager? Mind blast. Porter. Controller. Liberator. They just did. Oh wait, nope. Oh, did I? Son of a gun. Let's do damager actually. Rotate mind blast. And what's the difference? This one used lightning. This one used drain life. I'd rather this one. Oh, I forgot about this. Passive aggressive. Oh, I'd rather with the default. Can we go back in?
On it.
Did you lock us out? She 100% locked us out. Now we obviously have to go to the world map. Alright.